Happy Sunday.
North the rack or North.
There's no more new year, new me. There's new year, new mindset. And what I mean by that is exactly what's going around on TikTok and social media right now. Your ins and your outs for the new year. My first in is living in the present. I am someone that feels like I'm running out of time. Like I work a 9 to 5. After work, I literally feel like I can't do anything. It's just like, well, I might as well not do anything because I'm gonna have to get ready for bed and wake up for work literally the next day. I want to be able to utilize my time instead of complaining about how I don't have time. And the only way for me to do that is to live in the present. So if I come home from work, I'm like, okay, I need to go to the store or I want to go to the mall, instead of saying, oh, but I can't. By the time I get back, it's time to go to sleep for work. So what? At the end of the day, you would have done this on any other day where you didn't have to work. So why not just do it as if it's any other day? And I feel like I've been using my job as an excuse, and I kind of want to stop doing that. One of my outs is self-sabotaging. I'm a #1 self-sabotager. I'm back on TikTok, great. I'm posting YouTube videos now, great. But I could have already been doing that. Early last year, 2023, I had such a great momentum with posting on social media. I was getting asked to make videos. I wasn't getting paid, but it was still something I enjoyed doing. Something happened where I started to feel lost. I felt like I was stagnant. Felt like someone my age, why am I not moving? After my 24th birthday, I was like, what is happening? I've actually been doing this new thing that I hope works out for me. The 12-week year. Hopefully, I'm able to share with you guys a little more on that. I actually do this at my job already to implement it into my personal life. I'm excited. Next in is self-care by reading and listening to the things that inspire and match my values. The past 2 years, I've definitely been working on liberating myself, finding myself, having these epiphanies, having a spiritual awakening about who I am, what I want to do. In doing that, there have also been times where I stumble upon a stump. Like I realized it was because I wasn't consuming things that would kind of add on to my journey. I would literally just spend hours on TikTok comparing myself to people that I see online and knowing that watching them live this life made me feel a certain way. There's nothing wrong with that, but you shouldn't just follow them because of that. You should follow them because they are giving you something. They are inspiring you and give advice on becoming your best self. I'll plaster a bunch of YouTubers that I watch around me. I haven't been making time in consuming things that actually fuel me. I know I've said recently that I've been in a reading slump, but even when I wasn't, I would make excuses for not reading self-help books because I thought they were boring. I am actually in the midst of listening to a self-help book that's free on Audible, so 101 essays of the way you think, something like that. So obvious. Things that the author is sharing, it's obvious, but just put and said in such a way that really gets you thinking. I also have Atomic Habits that's been sitting on my shelf for almost 3 years. Notice a lot of the YouTubers that I watch, they've read this book, are utilizing tips from these books, and it's how they got to where they are now. Another in is super basic. Discover new music. The reason I say that is I'm a very pop girly. When I say pop, I mean like Doja Cat. You know, I know there's controversy with that, whether or not she's pop. Beyonce, and all the mainstream artists. And then, you know, K-pop. if that wasn't obvious enough. I really wanted to discover a lot more alternative R&B people. I've discovered so many new artists. Hopefully I could share my playlist at the end of the year. I think everyone should definitely step out of their comfort zone. It just changes your mindset when you do so. Another out is bed rotting and rushing the next day. What I mean by that is there are days where I'll have nothing to do, but I have responsibilities. I will say, okay, I'm gonna do this today, but then I never end up doing it. I wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face, eat, and I get back into bed. Slight intermission. I had to go clean the snow off my car. But basically what I was saying, I would watch TV and just let go of my responsibilities and complain the next day that I didn't have enough time to get anything done. I'm tired of doing that. This new year, it's all about just doing it now. Like even cleaning up right after myself instead of waiting till the end of the week to do a full deep clean of my room. Another in, reading more instead of scrolling through TikTok. Already the 7th of January and I've read 3 books already. Trying to kind of keep that momentum but not give myself a specific goal. That's a little bit toxic. You know, I'm just gonna read. And if I happen to read 50 books this year, if I happen to read more than that or less than that, It's really not a big deal. Another in is my eating habits and my fitness. I struggle a lot with binging. Definitely want to develop a better relationship with food and try out new foods and not put such a strain on myself to eat healthy because of my fitness goals. Speaking of my fitness goals, I've been going to the gym, but I haven't been enjoying it. I realize it's because I'm comparing myself to the people at the gym. On top of that, I'm just not seeing the progress I would like. But how do I expect to see progress if I'm not staying consistent? So one of the things I really want to try to do is stay consistent. A 12-week year plan, I think, will help a lot in establishing consistency. And out is overdependency on caffeine. Caffeine is out 2024. I was relying on Monsters last year, and Monsters are not good for you. Those are basically my ins and out for the new year. I hope that all of this follows me to the other years to come, because every year you're going to learn things that work for you and things that don't work. You just have to put in the work in order to make a change, to make a shift, and to see a difference. And that is exactly what I am working to do in 2024.